Why don't men ask women out on dates anymore? I'm going to play a clip from Big Ward the Genius, a YouTuber whose content I love that I just recently discovered. On his video he just uploaded today on why men are not asking women on dates anymore. And the number one reason really is because these women are just using men for free dinners. They're just using these men for free dinners. They don't give a shit about the guy. They just want the free dinner. Let's just hear what he has to say.
Dudes are not asking women out on dates no more, and I know why. But I don't know I didn't know it was to the extent that it is now, to where I saw a woman on Facebook post. I ain't been on a date in I think she said it was a month or years. I'm so nervous about going on a date. Grown, like 40-something years old. She was nervous about going on a date because she ain't been on one in a while. It ain't going on like that no more. That's like out of the ordinary. A guy, hey, let's go out. What's your name, number, whatever. Because first of all, guys ain't approaching women no more. To even get to that point, we end up. This is weird. I didn't grow up under this, so this is like the Twilight Zone. Men and women are not dating anymore. Going out on a date to dinner. The man scared, the woman gonna try to whoop him out of something to eat. She just there for food. She going out with a different dude every night just to get something to eat. Ain't interested in none of them. That was on the guy's mind, because that's a lot of we hearing women saying they doing this. Using guys just for dinner. And the women that are not good women are actually looking for a man to sit down and conversate with, and men don't want to do it no more. This is why. There are really women out here dating different men every night just to go out and eat for free. And what's happening is the men that woke up and said, you know what, I'll go out and eat by myself. That woman ain't interested in me. Never was, never will be.
Yes, there are absolutely women like that. And on the other hand, women don't want to go out on dates with guys either, because the first thing the guy wants, he wants to go straight to the goodies. He wants that free pussy. They don't even want to know your name. Let's hear Big Ward the Genius talk about this. How a lot of guys don't even want to know your name. They just want to come right over and get the goodies.
And a lot of you good women that probably ain't with all that really still in the men, still want a good man. Have y'all noticed that when y'all meet men nowadays, the first thing they want to do is go straight to the... I gotta be careful what I say on here. They probably gonna flag this one too. It's the time of eating. They don't want me to upload too many videos. But ladies, have y'all noticed? I'm talking about the good women, not the ratchet. The good women that still believe in going out for ice cream or walking the park. Just good conversation. You ain't looking for nobody to take care of you. You want a good companion. You want a man. The old school way. But the guys you meet nowadays, they don't want to go on no date. They ain't ask you for no date. First conversation, straight to the goodie. Have y'all noticed that, lady? And you wonder, like, what is going on out here? Especially if you ain't been on the dating scene in a while. Now you done got back at how you went through divorce or whatever, your husband died, you're widow. Now you trying to get back at him in the dating scene. You a long-term type of woman, you a one-man type of woman, you ain't with all that flim-flam, you a real woman. And you out here, you trying to date again, and so far every guy you done talked to on the phone, he ain't asked you on no date, he trying to come over. I ain't thought about asking you on no date. Straight to the house. Hey, when you gonna let me come over? Have y'all noticed that, ladies? Is that going on in your life right now? It's because while you was still married and in a long-term relationship with your husband or whatever, time been a ticking. Times have been getting the worse and worse. Women have been out here playing with men, running game, trying to be men, trying to act like men. If men can do it, I can do it. Men been doing that for years. In other words, you call men been doing wrong, I'm gonna do wrong. Like that makes sense. So the plan backfired. Now you can't get a man to do nothing if it ain't got nothing to do with the, can't say it. If it ain't that, he ain't interested. No dates, no relationship, no friendship, no companionship, no nothing. If we can get by without even knowing your name, we'll do it that way. We don't need to know your name. We don't even want your name no more.
All right, so he's right. Times have changed. I got divorced in like 10 years ago in 2013, and I was also in a time capsule while I was married for 25 years. When I emerged from my time capsule, I realized the world had completely changed. Women were now equally financially empowered with men. They no longer need men to pay for things, and so it has really shifted the dynamics. And men are not making as much money as they used to. And right now the economy has gotten just worse and worse and worse. And a lot of guys feel like, well, I don't want to pay for some women I don't even know. Here's what I always say. Guys, do not lead with your wallet. Women, do not lead with your pussy. Because the purpose of dating is to find out if you like the person. And the only way to tell if you like the person is if you're doing something that costs no money and you're not fucking. So great first date ideas would be, a walk somewhere on a public trail, a beach somewhere outside. You could even go flying a kite. I don't know. Go to the dog park, go for a bike ride, do something outdoors. You can even do something that's not that expensive, like meet for a coffee, or I didn't really have my list ready before, go bowling. Although I don't know with the bowling, because you're like bent over and you're like doing this, I'm like, I don't want to stick my ass in some guy's face. I don't really know, but whatever. Also, the other thing that happened during this time capsule period that a lot of us were in is that the sexual revolution happened. When I wrote my book, The Fuck List, I did not know that there was a sexual revolution going on. I still thought that women were told to keep their legs crossed, to not have sex till they were married, because that's how I grew up. I was way behind the times and totally unaware. And so women started having sex like men. Furthermore, it was no longer looked down upon to have children with your live-in partner, to have sex outside of marriage. So people were like, well, we don't need to date. We can just have the sex. We can just, you have social media, the knowledge economy, women earning as much as men, the decline of the male income. A lot of things are shifting, and things are always shifting. We're in a new age. We're not going back to the 50s. So now how are we going to start being in relationships with each other? The younger people are still dating and getting married, but what about those of us who are older? I think that there has to be a reason for the relationship. I think we have to find a reason to be with someone, like a purpose. So when I was younger, it was to have a family, to have children, to build a life, go through life together, have a house, just do all the stuff. Well, now I've done all that. Now what's my purpose? And for me, a purpose would be some kind of volunteer thing, or some kind of business that comes from the heart, something that we build together, like a business or a plan. There has to be a joint purpose. Otherwise, why? And that joint purpose is what glues people together. See, in the past, people got into a relationship because they needed the economic security, or they wanted the sex, or they needed a woman to keep stuff around the house. It was for division of labor, for children, for sex, for economic security. But now we don't need all that. And if you're divorced and you've got your own money, you don't need any of that either. You already had your kids, you have your money. So why do you need a relationship? So I think there has to be some kind of a purpose, some kind of like a reason. So that's what I think. And Also, I always say men do not lead with your wallet, women do not lead with your pussy. Actually see if you actually like the person. But again, at an older age like this and with more people working from home, where do you go to meet people? The first the first 10 years I was divorced, or the first 8 years actually, well, until the lockdown happened in 2020, so 6, 7 years, I went a lot of places alone. I went to different events and just things like the play, the opera, a musical, dinner, many different kinds of events, meetup groups, with the intent, dancing things. I even went to some bars with the intent, church, meditation groups, with the intention of wanting to meet some men to date. That was my intention. I always thought I would meet someone else to date. Nothing, because single men are not going out alone. Single men are not going to meetup groups. They're not at the library. They're not at the restaurant having dinner at the bar by themselves. They're not in the Pilates class or the women's spaces that I like to visit. When I met my ex-husband in college, it was easy. I was surrounded by single men. And when I was working, there were some single men, but now, people working from home and people just not wanting to go out as much. It's really harder to meet people, and online is just a cesspool of riffraff I will not participate in. I mean, I've tried it before, it's just riffraff. It's just harder to meet people, and between it being harder to meet people and not needing someone, I haven't been on a date in a really long time. It's been years. The other problem that comes in for not dating is that a lot of people, as they get older, life is hard, you guys. I'm very fortunate that I'm able to keep up with my fitness and my health. But if you're a guy my age at 62 or a little older, and you're working really hard physically, and your life has been really hard, and the economy has been really hard, you may not have it in you to get up and go to the gym and and eat well and be fit and healthy and vibrant and alive. I think life has given a sucker punch in the gut to a lot of people. I'm going to make a different video about the economy. So the number of men that I feel like are viable mates, that are like virile and fit and interesting and fun, that's who you'd have to be to add to my life. Zero, 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 zero. So that's what I wanted to say. But you guys might want to check out Big Ward the Genius. He's got some real good videos. He's very real and authentic. So I like listening to people who are real and authentic and have a lot of wisdom to add. Anyway, thanks so much for watching my video, and I look forward to your comments.